Welcome to another episode of What to Stream. My guest today is Jana from Jana on Camera. Welcome, Jana.
Hello, Lupe. Nice to have me again.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Getting a little busier now. As you can see, we're doing
Yeah.
in-person stuff, so it's getting a little crazy.
Exactly.
I'll say I like going to events, but I hate the drive.
Oh, I think I lost you.
Oh, can you hear me now?
I lost you. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's bizarre. And I was just saying that it's nice to see people again, but the drive is like, ugh, not enjoying it. Here in Los Angeles traffic is getting back to normal, unfortunately.
Yes, and we know it's back into normal because we have traffic. So
yeah,
it is what it is. But I think it's good.
Yeah.
But we need to start getting used to the driving around, go to the movies, go to the events, go to the interviews.
Because of that, I think we're going to see a lot less, because before we would use that drive time to watch another thing. Because, an hour, I know for you live in the Valley, San Fernando Valley. I live in the South Bay. So it takes like about an hour in prime traffic to get to LA.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to watch less.
Yes, I know. Because I was usually out 2 hours in the car, stopping traffic. Mm-hmm. Those 2 hours, you think about it, is a movie.
Exactly, yeah.
It's an extra movie per day, or I don't know, like 3-4 episodes of a 30-minute series, or 2 episodes of an hour series. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's back to normal. All right, so today we're talking a bunch of new movies, some left over from last week. We're talking Black Widow first, then I'm talking Werewolves Within, Boss Baby 2, and some classic movies I have recommended. So oldies but goodies that are just hitting platform streaming services this month. So first off, Jana's going to start off with Black Widow, which opens this weekend.
Talk to us about Black Widow. Right?
Yeah,
finally, after
a whole year.
A year. We're supposed to open like last year's, when pandemic hit, then they postponed, and then they postponed again, and now they decide to open July 9th in theaters, and also at Disney Plus with Access Premier, which is Premier Access. Sorry, yeah. It's the other way around. It's Premier Access, and we're gonna learn Natasha's Orange. We're gonna get to know her family, where she came from, and why she's like that, and understand a little bit more about her. It's been like she's been in this MCU for about 11 years when she first appeared in one of the Iron Man movies, and this time around she's gonna confront her dark parts and go against like a dangerous conspiracy which tie her to her past. So we get to know, and she's gonna get to see again her sister, get to resolve like past issues with her dad, with her mom, and I don't know, I like it. Florence Pugh stars as Elena, her sister, and we have Rachel Weisz as Melina, her mom, and the father is played by David Harbour, and he's also the Red Guardian, Alexei, and also the Red Guardian, and is directed by Kate Shortland, and produced, of course, by Kevin Feige. And this is like the first film of the Phase 4 of the MCU, and goes along with the other like series, and you get to know more about what's going to happen on this phase. I like the movie, but I thought that it was a little longer. If they edited out a little bit, would be perfect. What about you, Lupe?
I liked it. There was a middle part where the whole family drama is almost becomes like a family sitcom, and I was like, okay, this is cheesy. Because they get to work out a little bit of it in the first act. So by the time we get to the second act and they get together, it was kind of like a family sitcom-y kind of thing. So it kind of turned me off. But I mean, I enjoyed it, but it was just out of character from the movie, right?
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah.
like jokes, and they sit around the table and they're like acting like they were a real family, but they actually weren't real family. David Harbour and Rachel Weisz's characters were actually spies who used the girls as a prop to play an American family. But they're acting like they're family, and Natasha's like, "Well, wait a minute, we're not even related, so relax." Enough
Yeah.
with the
What are you
parent talk.
doing?
Yeah, enough
What
with
are
the
you doing
parent
with that?
talk. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of slowed down. I was a little bored right in that part of it. I don't know about
You
you.
know, there was a moment there I was like, okay, they wanna try to do like a, I don't know, a series. If it was a series, that part that I was like down would have worked. But
Mm-hmm.
as a movie, I thought it was like it's dragging too much for me at this moment. But I think it's good.
Yeah, I think it's good. I
I
didn't
don't
like
know.
the third act. Well, I mean, no, I like the third act, but it got a little bit cheesy. It started to be like a James Bond kind of movie
Yeah,
where you have
yeah.
some secret facility out in space or in sky, and I was like, okay, this is getting beyond the
Too
scope.
much going on. Yeah, too
Yeah, it
much
was a little
Mission
too
Impossible.
fantastical. Yeah, Mission Impossible, and then I thought Taskmaster had a promising start. You wanted to know. I don't know the comics, so I don't know what their background is. And then when we finally get the reveal in the third act, I thought it was kind of a buzzkill. I don't know
Yeah,
what you thought. It was
yeah.
kind of like, really? That's the backstory? That's kind of
Yeah,
lame.
it was a little weird. I don't know. I don't know if I thought the villain was a little
Weak, yeah.
weak.
Hmm.
I don't know. Wasn't like fully. I don't know. Maybe because we already saw something like that, like a
Salt
man
and salt.
controlling the girls, the woman, and try to
You know
get
what I thought of?
advantage.
You know what I thought of Salt with Angelina Jolie?
Yes, that's
So
right. Oh my God. Oh my God.
yeah, it was
I
kind of similar. That's
never
it
thought of
started
it.
playing with a bunch of, genres we know in Mission Impossible, reminding me of Salt, that relationship she has with her Russian, I don't know what you call it, the guy who put her on the mission. So I was like, okay, this is getting into way too familiar. It's almost like it took me out of the MCU because it wasn't really MCU. It was starting to be another kind of genre. And I'm like, oh, okay. But, I thought
Yeah,
it's the most we've seen Scarlett Johansson, the vulnerable as Natasha. So that's
yeah.
what I liked about it. And then Florence
I like,
Pugh,
and I think she's perfect as Black
yeah.
Widow, and
And
since the first one.
I'm sure people know
Yeah,
she's going to be part of the MCU, and they set it up in the movie. So I don't think it's a spoiler. Pretty much everyone's been talking about it. But yeah, stay for the end credits. We get a
yes, that's
lot of
very important.
information. Get a lot of
Very
information of the
important.
future.
Yeah, very important. And I think, I don't know. I think it's, if people ask us, it's worth spend $30. I think it is. I don't know.
If you have a
I think,
family, I think it's worth it. If you're action junkie, it's worth checking out in the movie theater, I think.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I love David Harbour. I don't know about you. Some people gave him crap, but I thought he was hilarious. He thinks he's like the equivalent of Captain America, but better. I just thought he was so much
I like
fun.
him.
And
I
he was
like him. I didn't like Rachel Weisz. I thought that it was,
yeah,
her face was weird. I don't know what happened there. I was like, are they doing something on her face?
I
Or
thought so
she did
too. That's
something
so
on,
weird. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't like her at all. And
Yeah, they
Florence,
didn't give her much to do. That's the problem.
yeah,
She's kind of
yeah,
just pop
yeah,
in and be like, "Oh yeah, I was your mom. Remember me?" I think
yeah,
they probably try to age her because she's ageless. In the first part of the
yeah, I
movie,
know.
when they're playing an American family, she looks
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
normal, right?
Yeah,
Like her
normal.
face
And
looks
then later
fine.
on, she was like weird. I was like,
I think they trying
what
to.
happened there?
I think they might have tried to age her, but
Yeah, maybe,
it's Rachel
maybe.
Weisz. She's beautiful. Why age her?
No, she's beautiful. She's
They should have done
beautiful.
the. They should have done the reverse. Maybe they did. Maybe they de-aged her.
Yeah, I think they de-age her. I don't know. Something was weird
Yeah,
after. And then I
yeah.
was like, what happened to her? Did they fix her? Did they not fix her? Did she, something was wrong. And then I was like,
Yeah, it was,
I don't like this.
I thought
Yeah.
so too. So I'm glad I'm not the only one that noticed. I'm like, why is her
Mm.
face looks a little contorted, like if
Yeah.
she's wearing a mask or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's weird. Unless we watch, but you watch in the movie theater, right?
Yeah, I saw it in the movie theater.
Oh, I watch at home.
Oh,
If you notice in the movie theater,
oh
that
yeah,
concerns me. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I thought it was like maybe it was an unfinished cut. You know what I mean?
Oh, when you saw it.
When I saw it, and I was like, oh, but now I'm concerned. I'm like, no. I don't know. I couldn't
Interesting.
go to the movie theater. That's why I ended up watching on the link on my TV, which is a big TV. It's not a small TV, but I think makes a difference if you watch in a
Oh,
movie theater.
it makes a great difference. I saw the Tomorrow War, which is playing on Amazon right now, the Chris Pratt movie on TV here, and I went to the premiere last week, and I enjoyed it more in the movie at the drive-in, or not drive-in. It was like in a stadium with a big giant screen. But I enjoyed it because the laughs, I got to laugh with the other people there, and the action scenes were a lot bigger on the big screen. Like it was more exciting at home, I guess, because you're sitting on
Really?
the couch and you can get up at any time.
Yeah.
It's a lot less. So I enjoyed it a lot more watching it. A
That's
better
good.
movie on the big screen. So it
Yeah.
makes a real
That's good.
difference. I mean, that's when I realized what a difference it makes.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I watched just at my at the house, and
Okay.
I enjoy. I don't think that movie is perfect, but anyway, anyway.
Yeah.
But
A lot of people had
coming
issues
back
with that
to
movie, but it's fine.
yeah, coming back to Black Widow, I really enjoy Florence Pugh and her performance as Elena. I
Hmm.
think she was great. She was really good. There were some moments that was like she's trying to make fun of Black Widow, Scarlet Natasha, and I think it was good.
Yeah,
I
her
liked
her
it.
her her superhero stand when she lands her
Yeah.
landing. Yeah, that was funny.
That was fun.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know why you do that.
Put
But it
your
was
head
funny.
out
Oh,
like
it's
that.
Tyler. Ah.
Hey, it's a joke. It's a running joke. It's people will laugh at it.
Yeah,
They don't need to be
as
surprised.
always.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, my next film, you can watch it in movie theaters, and it's also now on digital as of last week. It's called Werewolves Within, a really, really, really funny comedy. It's a whodunit comedy filled with quirky characters headed by Sam Richardson, who's my favorite actor right now. He is also in The Tomorrow War. He's the highlight of the film. He plays the sheriff, not sheriff, he plays a ranger who's hired in this small town, and then things, as soon as he arrives, things start to go awry. You also have Harvey Guillen, I think is his name, from What We Do in the Shadows, and he's hilarious in this one, much in the same vein as What We Do in the Shadows. And Catherine Curtin from Orange Is the New Black. It's directed by Josh Rubin and written by Mishna Wolf. The setting is a small town. It's a small town in America where a proposed pipeline has created a division among the residents, which are a few. It's the wintertime, it's jam-packed with snow, so the tourists are not coming at this point. And Finn, who's played by Richardson, is the new ranger who arrives to get it. It's called Beaverfield during
Uh-huh.
a snowstorm. But he ends up being more of a peacemaker and idealist when a murder of a local man by an unknown force sends the offbeat characters into a frenzy. And
Hmm.
they're trapped inside a local inn. And like any good whodunit movie, they're trying to figure out. Okay, first, who murdered this person? It looks like it might be an animal. Then they figure out that it's kind of some kind of werewolf. And now it's
Oh.
somebody who becomes a werewolf. So somebody there becomes a werewolf and is starting to kill people. And as any whodunit comedy, people start dropping like flies, and you're left figuring out what is going on. And it doesn't reinvent the wheel, but I love the characters. They're so funny. There's a little twist with the genre. It brings in some horror elements. I love the diverse cast. You have a gay couple who are played by these two that you see on the screen, and of course you have Finn, who is a Black Ranger, and in America, in small towns, they tend to be a little more not accepted, I should say. But I love how the movie doesn't really deal with that. It kind of just leaves
That's
that.
good.
Yeah, no, it's good. And I really love that because at the end, the messaging is all about what it means to be a neighbor. Because Finn, there's a character who lives off the grid. He's suspicious of any government control. He's suspicious of his neighbors. But Finn tells him like, hey, what makes this world go round is taking care of each other, being good neighbors. And at the end, I was like, oh, that's such a sweet little message. So I really enjoyed it because of that, because you see characters who you would, there's different implications when you would go to a small town. If there's a gay couple and, you know, there's a black ranger, there's all kinds of implications that would go on in there. But I like the fact that they sort of ignored it. And the whole common theme is, well, obviously it's a fun movie, it's a comedy, but the underlying message is like, as neighbors, what do we do for each other?
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
good.
so
I'm gonna put on my list because I didn't watch that one.
It's got a lot of heart, and like I said, Sam Richardson brings a lot of it to the movie. He's like the heart of the movie, and I just really liked it. It's just really, it's so much fun. Everybody is quirky, and yeah, it's just a really good time, and it's on digital. If you don't want to go to movie theater, I watched it at home by myself, and I was laughing my ass off.
Okay,
So
yeah, we're gonna
funny.
check it out.
Yeah, it's really, I mean, you know, it's kind of a soap opera at times. The characters just go over the top, but it's fun. It's, if you're trying to forget your troubles, this is the movie to watch. There is no
okay.
Yeah, there is no like, you know, every movie has a kind of like a theme underneath, a deep theme nowadays. I mean, like I said, it has this whole neighborly thing, but it's really sweet. It's like a little touch of
that's
fantasy.
good.
Yeah, so
I
highly recommend it. So much fun. So check it out on digital or in movie theaters if you want to take a bunch of your friends.
Will do. Put on my list.
On your list. So what do you have next?
So the next one is animation for the whole family. It's not just for kids. It's the Boss Baby, the family business that now is in theaters and also at Peacock. If you want to watch at home, you can watch at Peacock. So now Tim and the Boss Baby, Tim and Ted, right? They are adults now, and Tim has two daughters, so he's trying to raise her, but he doesn't talk too much with his brother, which is now he's a big shot CEO of a very big industry in town, whatever. He's very rich, and they need to come together again because one of the babies, one of the daughters, which is the baby one, Tim, he's also joined, like she works for the company that the boss baby used to work before, but something's going on in the company, like they make babies and delivers to the world, and that they need to become babies again for 48 hours. Tim is not going to become a baby, but he become like a little boy again, and and Ted's going to become the boss baby. I think it was super fun to watch it again and have these new characters, these new timeline. The girls, I think was really good. I loved it. We have so much fun. We watched together here with my family, and we had a great time. And I love Alec Baldwin as a boss baby. So I don't know about you, but I think he's perfect because he has something about his voice that I don't know, that it's funny. See the little baby with like suit and tie and with his voice. I don't know.
Oh, I like it too.
Funny.
I mean, to be truthful, actually, I fell asleep because I was really tired. But then I rewound it and watched it again, and I really enjoyed it. Once I got my siesta in, recharged my batteries, I watched it again. I think it was last Friday, and I had a really good time. And you know, the colors they're beautiful, they're vibrant, and I was just like, I don't remember the first one being this vibrant. So I just love the animation. I thought it was really beautiful. Even my husband, who came home at night, usually he's like, "Oh, you're watching animation," but he was just, I go, "Do you want to change it?" He's like, "No, I'm watching it." I was like, "Oh wow!"
No,
But
we
it was the
loved
colors. The colors were really
Yeah.
good, and it was funny.
Was super funny, and I know it's been like what Boss Baby was like 2016, 2017.
17, because I found the picture of me with
Yeah,
Boss Baby.
and for sure the technology improved it a lot, like for now, and then for sure that's why we're seeing really good images. The color is very bright. I love all the babies, all the kids, again the girls. It's funny.
Oh, and I loved Jeff Goldblum. He's the
Oh yes,
he's the
the
villain. He plays
villain.
this
Yes,
character. And there are a few surprises, some twists with his character, and I thought they were freaking hilarious. I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
It reminded me of another movie, Mars Attack. So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. But I think it was super fun. I
Yeah, they
think
have
it's
some.
just for the kids, it's for us too. So it's for everybody.
Yeah,
And
I thought there was a lot more adult humor. I'm like, kids are not gonna get that. Like they mentioned, I think Jeff Bezos, no, Bill Gates. They mentioned Bill Gates,
yeah,
and I was
they're
like,
not gonna know.
okay.
Yeah, the kid was like, oh, maybe the older kids, but
Yeah,
not
well, I
little
doubt little
kids.
kids, but if you have like a young kids at least the adults can go along with
Yeah.
it. But
Oh yeah.
I really love the whole how creative they got with the weapons. Like they use a color wheel lollipop as a weapon.
Lollipops.
It reminded me of my childhood days when my mom would keep always reminds me that when we go to Disneyland, we'd buy those color
Yeah,
wheels, and I would
yeah,
fall
that's
asleep
right.
I would fall asleep licking it, and they would stick on my hair, and she had to cut my hair off.
Oh
She's
my
like,
God, Lupe.
she's like, I can't believe you kept doing that every time, and I had to cut your hair off. And now I don't like those; they're too sweet. How sad is that?
Oh,
We
but
can't have.
they are. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't know how
know.
we do
When
it
we
as
were
kids.
little, we want all sweets. I loved it. I think it's great. I think everybody needs and same for the like for the credits because there's some images too. So I
Mhm.
think it's great.
I think I like this one
That's
more
good.
than the first one.
Ah,
First one
maybe
was pretty funny. The first one was a little
it's funny.
too. The first one was a little too. No, it was good, but I think at the end it was a little too sentimental. It's like, yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of. It got a little bit cheesy, like
yeah.
over
But
the
I
top
think
cheesy.
I don't know if it's the characters. I don't know. It is like something the storyline. I don't know, but both of them are good. You know what I mean? Usually, for example, there are some movies that they do part two
Hmm. Yeah,
animation,
down with.
like the cruise. The second one didn't work for me,
Oh, Cruise.
but this one I love it. Like the Boss Baby, both of them are really good. I
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
and you can watch both on Peacock, right? You can do a double
Yeah,
feature.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
there you go.
Wow,
If
that's
you want to
good.
keep,
Really
you
good.
want to keep your babies busy, a
Yeah,
babysitter.
if they stay right. If they stay, I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
I think the animation for kids, I think it'll keep their eyes glued to the screen because of
Yeah,
the colors.
depends. There's some animation that I remember Ryan. There's some of them he didn't
Mhm.
care less. Like
Uh,
I don't know if the sound. I don't know
hmm.
some animated animations they're not good, but some of them are really good.
Interesting.
This one is good.
Yeah, check it out. I enjoyed it, and I was surprised,
Check
but I
it
enjoyed
out.
it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. What else did
So,
you brought for us?
well, I'm looking for it. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm going oldies but goodies again. Two of my favorite movies came to Hulu this month by the most original and stylized filmmakers of our time, Tim Burton and Baz Luhrmann. First one, my husband just got me this Beetlejuice
Ah, that's
4K
awesome.
version. He knows I love Beetlejuice, one of my favorite Tim Burton movies. And it's now playing on Hulu. So if you want to check it out and then buy the 4K version, I haven't watched
Yeah.
the 4K version yet, but I'm pretty sure that's why Ian gets them. When they have really good reviews, he gets them for me. So if you're not familiar with Tim Burton's Beetlejuice, it's from 1988. It stars Michael Keaton as the mischievous spirit Beetlejuice. You have to call out his name 3 times for him to appear. Also stars Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis. The principal from Ferris Bueller, Jeffrey Jones. He's great in this one too. And if you're a new fan of Catherine O'Hara from Schitt's Creek, she's in this movie playing another eccentric character. I think these two are
Yeah.
related, right? Because they're kind
Yeah.
of eccentric, kind of rich, offbeat ladies.
Yeah.
So if you're a fan of her, you've never
I
seen
think she
Beetlejuice.
evolves.
Yeah, exactly. So, and if you're not familiar with the storyline, Alec Baldwin and Gina Davis are trapped in their house as ghosts after they die. And then they have a new family who moves in, and they're obnoxious rich people. They're artsy fartsy, and they want them out of their house, but they're kind of lame as ghosts. So they hire Beetlejuice to come and save the day, but it gets a little crazy. And
Hmm.
Michael Keaton should have been nominated for this. He is fantastic, don't you think?
No, yeah, I think he nailed that performance so good. I think he's really good, and it's very difficult for me to say something that I don't like his performance, but I really like him. And
Hmm.
in Beetlejuice is really good. And I'm gonna rewatch it. So
Yeah, watch it on Hulu.
yeah,
It looks. I just watched it on Hulu right before I was prepping, and it does look a little dated, but the colors are really cool. And then I didn't notice it, but now I notice, and now that I know post production, I was too young in Beetlejuice to know like what they did in post production. But now I can see like a lot of how they turned up the colors in post production. But that's what he did in a lot of his films that were Scissorhands, and some other movies. He always turned it up, like he played with the colors in post production because you obviously can't get those
yeah,
colors
yeah.
in real life. So yeah, check that one out. Also, another one that's hitting Hulu this month is Romeo and Juliet, the 1996 from the Australian filmmaker Baz Luhrmann. He also did Moulin Rouge, my favorite musical of all time.
Yeah,
I love
it's
that film.
beautiful.
Beautiful film that stars Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor singing. If you've never seen Ewan McGregor singing, check that. I want to Obi-Wan Kenobi singing in that one. You remember it?
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, he's really
Yeah,
good. And of course, Nicole Kidman is good too. But Romeo and Juliet, it stars a young Leonardo DiCaprio. And I think this is what propelled him into heartthrob status,
yeah.
because it's the rock and roll
I
version
think
of
so too.
rock and roll version of the tragic love story. He stars with Claire Danes as Juliet. John Leguizamo is in this one as well. And it's just a highly stylized film, which like Tim Burton, I think they're they bring some original, um, a sense of cinematic vision to this film. So I think in particular, those two are in that same vein, that they're just really
Hmm.
original, and a little eccentric. And who doesn't like eccentric, right? Um,
Yeah,
but and it brings back good memories because as of late, Baz Luhrmann and Tim Burton, I think they've gone a little mainstream, which is fine. I mean, you can only do the same genre over and over. So it's a good, flashback to their earlier work, because I think they probably reached their peak
yeah,
back then. Not to say in the future, but I think now they do a little more mainstream film, just because they've been there, done that.
yeah.
So
I think so too. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, which is
They don't need to do those ones anymore. I don't
no,
know.
yeah.
No.
Plus, I mean, people, artists evolve. Just like a lot of bands that I always like their raw first albums, and then when they grow into musicians and artists, they go a different route. It's a little more mainstream, and they kind of lose that whole uniqueness.
Yeah,
So that's how I kind of envision them. So those are like two films that are type of films that would inspire filmmakers, right?
to watch it. No, I think it's good.
Or
I,
to
I
become
remember
filmmakers.
liking Romeo and Juliet, and I
Over the
had the
top.
crush on. Yeah, I have the crush on DiCaprio, so that's why I watch it.
That was the one. That was the one.
That was the one of
Yeah.
them, but I liked it. I think it's cute. Yeah, it's a good choices, Lupe.
Two choices on
Eh,
Hulu. So check it out if you haven't, or revisit them.
For sure,
And
for
speaking of
sure.
sexy, you have another one.
Oof, that one is this new series that is being like what 2 weeks at Netflix called Sex Life. Is still at top 10 on the top
Oh
10
wow.
here in the US. Is still there. That's why I was like, oh, let's talk about this one because everybody's talking about. So it talks about like follows this housewife. She moves from New York to the suburb. She got married, of course, and but suddenly her past like start like hitting her, like trying to get to her again, but not physically. Her emotions, So she started to write on her computer about her experience that she had with one of her very hot boyfriend in the past and how every crazy stuff that they did.
Is that one? This one?
And yeah, I'm sorry.
Is this the guy?
Yeah, this is the guy. That's the boyfriend. Play by Adam Demons. He's, oh my God. Yes, oh my God. I'm gonna tell her name is Brad, and he's very sexy, very provocative.
We can
And there is
see.
a lot of like scenes, very like provocative scenes. And then she started writing on her computer because now she's a homestay mom. She has 2 kids and she has a husband, which also really hot,
Oof.
really handsome. This is the husband, played by Mike Vogel. His name is Cooper. And but the marriage just kind of, she had babies. She doesn't feel too attractive, and but he's okay with that because he's a perfect husband.
Oh
And
man.
yeah, so and then she started writing her stuff in the computer, and one morning her husband caught her computer open, and he reads everything about it,
Uh-oh.
and he gets jealous. And then you think he's gonna go in one route, the series, but goes to another. And
Oh.
they try to save their marriage. She tried to fit. She goes after. She goes to talk to her best friend, Sasha, played by Margaret Odette, that she still lives in New York. And but suddenly she sees her ex-boyfriend there. Oh my God, they still friends. But then suddenly she finds out they're dating, not dating, but you know,
Flirting.
friend flirting, no, but like flirting, like friends with benefits. You know what I mean? We are
Oh.
friends, but we have these benefits. And then she gets disappointed and goes on and on. But what is very interesting about it, because tells the story of a point of view of her, like a mom, and like questioning her past, and
Mm.
asking, where are this girl that I was before, and now I got married, have kids, what happened to her? You know what I mean? And also shows the point of view of her, like comparing the boyfriend and the husband, and shows that it's possible to have like a, there is the perfect guy to get married, because usually they talks about the perfect girl to get married, but
Mm-hmm.
this one they talks about the perfect guy to get married. And he tried the way that they try to save the marriage. There's some stuff that a little bit too much for me. For example, I will never let it open my laptop with my Word doc open in the kitchen counter. This is
Come
something that I was like,
on. Yeah,
no, you don't do
marriage
that. You know
101.
what I mean? Yeah, you don't do that. And then there's some stuff that they do to try to reconnect,
Mm-hmm.
that I was like, I think it's too much going on. And then you see that there's, she tried to fit in the suburb neighborhood with
Mm-hmm.
the PTA moms, with
Oh.
the school, but she's a little different from everybody. And then, but then she ended up figuring out that everybody's like kind of pretending to be that perfect couple, or the perfect
Mm-hmm.
mom, or the perfect, husband. And
Like in
but I
real
think
life.
it's good. Yeah, yeah, it's funny. I think you should. I don't know. You should watch it. I liked it. I
Oh,
liked it a
I
lot.
I saw it on Netflix. So, you know how the trailer plays when you first log
Uh huh.
on. And I actually wanted to watch. I'm like, oh, this looks really sexy. But then my husband came over and he gave me the eye, like, don't get any ideas.
Yeah,
So he's like,
but
yeah, I don't watch those films with him because he's like, do women really think that way? Or I'm like, oh God, it's just fiction. It's just fiction.
yeah, but the scenes, the
It's a
sex
movie though,
scenes
right?
are, no, it's a series.
Oh, that's right. That's why I was like, oh no, I don't want to
Series,
commit to
10
a series.
episodes.
Oh
But
wow.
the sex scenes are really real. Like they are very, like, you believe that they had sex.
So it's rated
They had
R,
sex.
rated X.
I think is R on Netflix.
Oh,
If I'm not mistaken, is R. But it's very like shows a lot,
a
but
lot.
not, it's not a porn,
Not
but
not
shows a
pornographic.
lot. Yeah, but it's kind of, I think it's good. I spoke to them, and then they had like a sex consultant on
Mm-hmm.
set to help them, like where to put the hands, where to, until you know what I mean, how they do those type of scenes, because
Awkward.
yeah, it's really awkward. They really grab the boobs. They really grab the
Yeah, I don't think I
back.
could
They
date an
really
actor.
grab the legs. Yes, yes. It's very, it's
Graphic.
very graphic.
Oh,
That's the
wow.
word. The very graphic.
Yeah, I think
But
I was like, oh damn, it's a series. I don't want to get into a series. It's like a Harlequin romance, but on TV, right? On the streaming.
yeah, yeah,
So that's
on streaming.
basically or 50 Shades of Grey type of programming.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what
But
I thought. "Oh, I don't
I
know.
don't
That's
know.
a big commitment.
I had fun. I don't know if I had fun, if it was, I didn't have the commitment to do the interviews, if I had to watch it, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
But when I watch, I was like, oh my God, this is good. And then I want to finish.
But you
before,
haven't finished it.
you know. No, I finished. And then I
Oh.
was like, oh my God, now I want the season 2, which is, let's see what's going to happen. I don't know.
I'm curious. Yeah, but the whole 10 episode, I was like, usually I'll want to watch something, but it seems like a movie, and then you click on it, it's like play episode 1. You're like, oh no, I don't want. It sounds like something fun to watch, but not. I mean, if we have all these,
Yeah,
responsibility to watch these things to review, so it seemed kind of like frivolous to
yeah,
watch that
I
one. So
know.
I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to
I
get
know.
into
No, I
it.
just watched it because I interviewed them. I interviewed Billy, not Billy, it's Sarah
Mhm.
Sahi. She plays Billy, and then Michael Vogel, who plays the husband Cooper, and then the friend Margaret Odette, and Adam Demos, and also the creator, which is a woman. But I think it's
Oh,
good. Yeah,
yeah, but like you said, it's a woman's perspective, like what has her life become versus. So we've always seen the male perspective as a
yeah,
father who tends to lose himself, I guess, in a marriage or and strays. So I'd like to see the woman. Well, we've seen a few of those, especially from with black leads. I think I've seen like 2 or 3 with black leads. I'm like, man, they're obsessed with this kind of movie.
yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
there's like
That's
2 or
right.
3 of them.
Yeah, I think too. I don't know.
Well, I
I'm
think
not sure, but
Fatal was the last one. But you have it on like on both sides. Remember? Do you ever see Fatal with what's his name?
yeah, with Palapato Hiti there.
I forgot his name, but it was just recently. It was with Hilary Swank. She plays like this psychotic
Oh, Fatal.
policewoman.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that one, and there's another one.
he
There's
did
like
with
2 other ones.
Palapatoon.
Mm-hmm.
Is
And
traffic?
no, not
Traffic.
Traffic. I'm trying to
I don't.
remember.
No, not
But
traffic. I don't remember.
and one with the Venezuelan actor where he's the boyfriend. But never mind. But I'm saying it's not the first time we've seen like a woman led astray.
Yeah.
Um, but it doesn't become a horror show like the other movies. They become like a horror show where the
Oh
mis
no.
what do you call it? Manstress. The manstress becomes like a stalker.
Yeah. No. 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 That a little bit. The guy try. There is a moment there that the ex boyfriend tried to 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 win her over.
Mm.
But then she's like, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? And there was this moment, but the rest of it I think is okay. They try
Oh, okay.
the way that they handle. I think you should try, Lupe.
I'll watch the first episode. See if I will stick to. Are they half-hour episodes or an hour or 40, 50-minute episodes?
It's 40 something. It's 40
40.
something.
Oh, that's
Not
long
an
then.
hour. Yeah, it's not an hour. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, there's some good diverse choices here.
Yeah. As always.
As always. Yeah, so you have your
As
fair share of
always.
options for this weekend.
For sure. No, that's awesome.
All
No,
right.
and then
Well,
there's a lot of coming up, no? Coming up soon.
oh yeah. And we're in July, right? Yeah. So we've
July,
got
yeah.
another month of summer blockbusters heading our way. And then when come November, we're gonna be inundated.
Mm-hmm.
I think we have like
Oh my God.
Top Gun. I think it's this year, Top Gun, right?
Yeah.
Top Gun,
Top
No Time to
Gun,
Die,
Mission
uh,
Impossible,
Mission
no?
Impossible. No, I think they're still shooting. I think. And then you have Eternals. It's gonna be jam
Eternals,
packed. I think there's
Dune,
2 Marvel movies. Dune. Oh my god, I forgot about Dune. There's
Dune,
2 Marvel movies.
and
Oh, Shang-Chi, Snake Eyes in August.
Yeah, there is a Ghostbuster Afterlife,
Oh, that's right. Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. There is the other one with Hugh Jackman, Reminiscence, something like that.
Oh, okay. I think I've
I don't know. There is a lot of movies coming
a
out.
lot of movies. So stay tuned. We're going to be talking about all these upcoming blockbusters and indie films, if that's the way you like to go. So, Jana,
Yes,
thank you again for joining What to Stream
of course. My
podcast.
pleasure always. My
All
pleasure
right.
always.
And if you want to follow Jana or I, you can see our Twitter handles right there. And that's same for Instagram, right? YouTube. Where can we find you?
Yeah, on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and my own website is all Jana on camera. So it's easy. It's easy
Same
to
here.
find me.
It's either Cinemovie or Cinemovie TV. I'm on YouTube, Cinemovie.tv. My website got reviews and interviews. So does Jana. And if you have any recommendations or what you want to hear us talk about, put it in the below in the comment section below. And subscribe to our channel so you can get alerted when there's new episodes of What to Stream and some other great programming on this channel. All right, until next week. Thank you, Jana.
Bye. Thank you.
All right. See you everyone. See everyone next week.